Good afternoon, and welcome back to another Wednesday Live. I am Michelle Mitchell. I am the owner of Mitchell Consultant and the business coach and chief financial officer here at Mitchell Consulting. So, welcome to another Wednesday Live. As you join me, please let me know that you're here. And if you like these videos, please turn on your notifications so that you will be notified when I go live. So today I wanted to talk about, what does success look like? And the definition of success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. So my question to you is, what is your aim or what is your purpose? One, you have to know what that is and what that means for you. Because in order to know whether or not you have reached success or are in the process of succeeding, you have to know where you're going. So I always talk about this, you have to have clarity and you need to know what you want. Because otherwise, how can you measure whether or not you've been successful at that thing or not? And I've been contemplating this for a while and looking at myself and what success has meant to me and how I have gotten from where I was to where I wanted to be. So I wanted to share that with you today. So one, you got to know what you're looking for, what success could mean for you. What is your aim or what is your purpose? So when we're in business, a lot of times we are looking for generating that income or creating fulfillment or something like that. You need to know what that is so that you can measure it. And then you would know whether or not you're being successful at that thing or you're not being successful at that thing. Second point is creating the habit of becoming successful. So what does that mean? Like, creating a habit means that you're doing something repeatedly that is going to generate muscle memory in your brain so that you can do it more easily. So like, discipline creates that muscle, but to form a habit usually takes, about 66 days in order to form a habit or something good you want to happen. So if you're creating discipline within your business, you're doing something daily, creating the discipline to do it daily, which in turns, after a while, creates the habit. So if you know where you're going and you know where you're aiming for, then in your daily activities should be doing the things that are going to get you to that goal or that aim or purpose. So when you're working daily, if you're just doing busy work for the sake of doing busy work, then is that going to actually get you to your purpose? Or is that actually going to get you to your aim? So in point number two, it's just developing the discipline to do something on a daily basis that will actually create a habit for you. Because the longer you do something, the more it's ingrained in you and you will have muscle memory about it. And then it's not difficult anymore. It's just like going to work out. If you're going to go work out and that's your aim and that's your goal, then you need to start creating the discipline to do it daily so that that habit can be ingrained in you. And then it's no longer a struggle once it becomes a habit and you're doing your workouts every day. Same in business. If your goal is to talk to new people every day about your business, then doing it every day creates the habit so that it's easier for you to talk about your business to new people every day. And that will actually get you to your aim or your purpose. And point number 3 is putting on the blinders of what your aim or purpose is. So putting on the blinders means that you're not looking at everyone else and comparing yourself to where they are, because your beginning may be somebody else's middle, or it may be that they're seasoned and they've been doing this for quite some time. So don't compare yourself. Stay in your lane and do your purpose on purpose so that you can generate and create success. And then just being aware of who you are and what you want out of life or out of your business also helps to generate success. And I want to tell you a little story about me and when I decided to do things differently in my business that has generated massive success. So just because you're looking at me today doesn't mean that I didn't struggle before or I was complacent before, because I've been all of that. But I have learned to develop the habit of going towards the things that I want. So I think about 4 or 5 years ago, I just kept feeling as though I was being mediocre in my business. Basically, I was just going through the motions of so-called being in business, and I really wasn't digging like deep into what my purpose was for doing what I was doing. I was just basically doing a job, and I no longer wanted to do a job anymore. So I had to discover within myself what my aim and my purpose was for my business. And then I started to develop the discipline to go after what that aim or purpose was. Which, right, for me, it was showing up, because I didn't. I was afraid to do that. I'm a shy person, not a shy person by nature, but I'm the type of person that wants to be in the background. So being in the front and, standing up, giving talks or doing a workshop, that is not part of my natural nature. So I had to develop the practice of being comfortable talking in front of large groups or Facebook Live. If you guys go back to May of this year, you will see a video called "Is Fear Holding You Back?" And that was me. I was afraid to do Facebook Lives. But what has happened is that I started to do them every single Wednesday at noon. I was committed to doing them. And now, by creating that discipline back in May, it has turned into a habit. So now I show up for you. I show up for you and I talk about whatever it is, the questions you're asking or whatever. I show up whether someone is on my Facebook live or they see it later. I really don't care, but I wanted to create the discipline in me to show up for you. And now it has become a habit and I do it every single week. And it didn't take long. So you can do the same thing in your business. I just want to help somebody out there, especially if you're a mom and you're struggling with being in business and being a mother and doing your life and your business and trying to figure out what the priorities are. That's me. That was my life. That's what I did. And I want to share that with all of you. And then, so the fourth thing you need to look at when you're trying to determine whether or not you're successful or not is look at the numbers. Let the metrics tell you whether or not you're being successful. If you're getting new clients in the door, you're signing new contracts, you have more income in your bank, those are some of the metrics that will tell you you're on the right track to success. So, I'm an accountant by trade, so I'm always looking at the numbers, always analyzing the numbers and looking at them so that they will tell me am I being successful or not? Because a lot of times as business owners, we are so emotional about our businesses, and we are up and down, up and down, up. And one day it's great, and the next day we have 3 people cancel on our calendar and like, oh my God, it's not working and I can't do this anymore. But let the numbers tell you what is being successful and what is not being successful. So I want to ask you a question. What does success look like for you as we approach the end of 2019? Because we're only 6 weeks away from the end of 2019. So have you accomplished the things that you set out to do at the beginning of the year? Or did you get off track somewhere? Are you struggling a little bit? Because if you're not reflecting back on what you said you wanted to do and looking at the numbers today to say what has happened and whether or not you're successful, you should be doing that. And if you're struggling with that, reach out to somebody that can help you. And I am willing to help you. So I'm going to put a link to my calendar here so that you can ask me questions, or please just comment to this video. I would greatly appreciate it. And then if you would share this video with someone else, that would be awesome as well, because I want to share the goodness that I'm sharing with you every single day to a wider and wider group of people. So this is it for the Wednesday Live. I wish you well, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks. Have a great day.